All right, guys. Give me 1 second here and we'll get going. All right, all right, all right. All right, so Braves and Padres. And if you were with us the other day, you saw game one. And not to spoil it, but the fact I'm doing game two tells you that the Braves won the first game of the season. And so what we're trying to do basically is trying to see if we can repeat the feat of 13 wins in a row to start the Braves season. Okay. Tough task. Tough task. Um, you can still watch game one. It's on YouTube. It's on the channel. It was a great game. A lot of fun. But check it out for sure. All right. Let's play some ball. Let's kind of go through the rest of the league first. We'll do the scores first here. Uh, Mariners and Twins going at it. And the Mariners get the win there. 1-0. Pitchers duel in the Metrodome. Angels and A's. Remember yesterday, Tony Armas hit 2 home runs. The only 2 runs to the A's, and they got the win. And Reggie Jackson homers, his first homer as an Angel. He homers there, and the Angels get the win 5-3. Don Ossie with the save. I don't remember Don Ossie and the Angels. I remember him the Red Sox and the Orioles. I do not remember Don Ossie and the Angels. So 82 season. I was 8 years old, 82. So in terms of my memories, I don't have a ton of memories of the 82 season. I remember the World Series. Um, I remember the Brewers a lot, and in the World Series, the Cardinals. But I don't remember much about the season. Really, probably my memory starts, you know, like '84 when I'm really watching regular season games. '86, of course, being a Red Sox fan, I can remember every detail of that regular season. So usually that 10, 11-year-old range, I mean, I think most people kind of remember that stuff too. So 82, a lot of the players I know because they're around later in the 80s. But, like a Don Ossie, for example, I wasn't aware he played for the Angels. I thought he was always in the Red Sox or the Orioles and so forth. So Cubs and the Reds, and the Cubs get their win right there. Cardinals and Astros, and the Cardinals go 2-0. Daryl Porter goes deep. Bruce Sutter with the save. Giants and Dodgers, and the Giants are 2-0, and the Dodgers are 0-2. So that's pretty significant because the Dodgers are one of those teams that will battle the Braves in this 82 NL West. Remember again, I'm managing the Red Sox, of course, I'm managing the Red Sox and the Braves. The Red Sox have not played a game yet because I think they're rained out like all week long. We'll get that in a second. So Monday, kind of recap there. Tuesday's games, we saw the Braves and the Padres in a 10 inning game, really good game. We're playing here the 7th, the Thursday the 8th, no Red Sox. Friday the 9th, no Red Sox. They don't play till April 10th in a doubleheader in Baltimore. And my plan is to play both these games on the channel, doubleheader game, when I'm on vacation at the beach. Is my plan. And then we're gonna play every Brave game on the channel as long as they keep on winning, start the season. And then I'll probably play. I only put Braves games on the channel if they're maybe later in the year if they're playing the Dodgers in the pennant race and so forth. But the Red Sox games we'll have up I want to try doing the first game of each series or every Saturday Red Sox game. I may do that one as well. I may do every Saturday Red Sox game, and maybe every fourth Saturday Braves game, depending on who they're playing. But right now, we're going to play out until the Braves lose, and of course, watch the Red Sox open the season up on Saturday with those two games there. Eckersley on the hill against Scotty McGregor, Bobby Ojeda versus Dennis Martinez. So two pretty good pitching matchups right there too. So let's get to the main thing though. All right, Braves and Padres. Let's do it. So listen to the same exact lineup for the Braves from game one, the same order as well, I'm pretty sure. Only difference is Bob Walk will take the hill for the Padres. Here's a good example too. Bob Walk, okay. I knew he played for the Braves just because I've done a little bit of research on this team, but I don't remember him pitching for the Braves. I remember him pitching for the Pirates and the Philly. I think he pitched for the Phillies too in 1980. I did. I messed around with that series as well, or that season as well. But to me, he's on those Pirate teams. Um, those good Pirate teams in the early 90s. And so here's a young guy on the Braves. So, Padres. It looks like the Padres have the same exact lineup from yesterday as well. Only difference, of course, is John Montefusco on the hill. That's it for that. All right, let's play some baseball. Wednesday, April 7th, 1982. Where were you? Where were you? I was not even, turn it down a little bit. Great music. I was not even 8 years old yet. I turned 8 in November 82. So April 7th, 82, I was probably on vacation at the beach where I'm going right now. Back when I was a kid, we went in April. My dad was an accountant. And when tax season was over, we hit the beach. All right, let's play some baseball.
Replay Radio is live from San Diego.
From San Diego. Fitting we're kind of late tonight. We're on the West Coast. So here we go. Brett Butler leading things off. Butler hitting 167, has 1 for 6 to begin the season against John Montefusco. What did John do in real life? In real life, John went 10 and 11 with a 4.00 ERA, but a 1.18 whip. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. That's pretty good right there. From Long Branch, New Jersey. Here we go. And he flies with the left field and 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Here is Glenn Hubbard. Hubbard with 3 or 1 hit yesterday. He also walked a couple times too. And he grounds out to Templeton, and there's 2 gone.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here comes Claudell Washington. Washington had a great game yesterday. Even a great play in the field, and Claudell is not a great defensive player, at least in this 82 season. His ratings are pretty bad in the outfield. And he flies out here. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Padres.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the first.
There's the Braves defense. Once again, if you're brand new to PC Replay Baseball, welcome. Welcome to the best game you'll play. I'm biased. I mean, I'm not even biased. I mean, I don't work for this company. I don't get paid by this company. But I love this baseball game. I love their basketball game as well. I mean, it's my favorite game. So anyway, ratings wise, outfield, you want to have big numbers, 1 through 5. 5 is the best. 1 is the worst. Dale Murphy a 3, he's average. Brett Butler 3, he's average. Claudell Washington below average. That's range now. That's range. This number here is arm. 5's the highest. 3, he's average. 3, he's average. 2, below average. Here is the air idea. So basically, you're rolling 2 6-sided dice. Okay? Anything above a 41, if you're rolling the 2 dice. If I roll a 4 and a 2, for example, okay, that's above 41. That Dale Murphy will make an error if the air dice come up. Okay, so that's pretty good. Brett Butler cannot make an error. He's at 66. right? You can't get higher than a 6 and a 6. If that makes sense. 14, you can get higher than 14. Real easy. Fidel is a nightmare in right field, but he played well yesterday. Infield, it's opposite. Lower the number, better the range. Bob Horner, not very good. Rafael Ramirez, decent. Decent. Glenn Hubbard, real good. Chris Chambliss, real good. That's how it goes. All right, Gene Richards is up. He's hitting 400. He hit 2 for 5 yesterday. And he flies out there. Let me check Bob Walk's numbers real quick. So Bob Walk in real life, 11 and 9, with a 4.87 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. That's not great. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not, it's not great. Let's try that bullpen out real quick. Who's rested? So this is pretty good. The bullpen is rested, even though I had to use some guys last night. But the only problem is Bedrosian's going to make a start in 3 days. And I used him last game, if you remember. So I really can't use him tonight. But he has 11 saves in real life, so he spends most of them as a bullpen, but he starts out as a starter. Rick Camp is healthy. Gene Garber's my main guy. 1.11 WHIP, 30 saves. I go by WHIP. When I'm managing the bullpen, I look at WHIP as kind of making my decision. I don't look at ERA as much or saves. I don't really care how many saves they had, because saves is kind of a generic. It's kind of a misleading stat. I look at kind of the WHIP. So Gene Garber is my main guy when I go to. He's good to go tonight, which is good. Now, ideally, we like to blow him out, and I need the bullpen. But bullpen's in good shape, except for the whole Bedrosian thing. He's not. All right, here's Juan Bonilla. And he grounds to Hubbard, and it's 2 away.
Two outs, bases empty.
Here's Templeton. Templeton had a big day, 3 for 5 yesterday. He is a pain in the ass in the base pass, too. 1 stolen base yesterday, but if he gets on, it's trouble. He singles there, and now here's a good example now. It could be an error, okay? But it's not going to be an error because Brett Butler cannot make an error, okay? So for whatever reason, the engine pulls up the possibility of an error on the roll, on the single. But for Brett Butler, we'll roll the dice. It can't happen. There is no error, okay? If that went to right field now, we'd be in trouble.
Man on first.
So Templeton on. He's not going to steal, thank God. 2 outs. Rupert Jones is up. And he singles to right field. Templeton probably get to third. He'll get to third easily. Luckily, Colorado Washington didn't boot that further.
Men on first and
So there's
third.
2 gone now for Sixto Lezcano. 1 for 5 yesterday. If he singles, now this is the problem. Single to right field to Claudel Washington. There could be an error here, and there probably will be an error here. It'll be a miracle, but there's not an error. And there's an error. So now we got second and third with 2 outs. As Claudel boots it.
2 outs, men on second and third.
And here comes Terry Kennedy. Kennedy homered yesterday. He hit a solo shot off of Rick Mailer. So 2 gone. Padres looking to jump out here. And he flies up to Butler to end the inning. So the Padres send 6 guys to the plate. 1 error is made. They get 3 hits and they get a run. Could have been a lot worse, though. Could have been a lot worse. Here is Bob Horner. Horner had a 1 for 4 yesterday. And down he goes. And here comes Dale Murphy, the MVP from 82. He went 1 for 5 yesterday with a strikeout. And he walks. So Murphy is on. He's got some speed as well.
1 out, man on first.
There's Chambliss up there. I might do a little hit and run with Chambliss. Does Chambliss strike out a whole lot? Take a look again. He does not strike out that much. Let's go to hit and run. If he misses it, Dale Murphy's got enough speed that he might be able to steal second base anyway.
It's a hit and run.
Hit and run. He strikes out. Not good. Let's see if they'll catch Murphy stealing. They do not. So Murphy gets in there with a stolen base. So not all bad. Two
Two
gone.
outs, man on
Murphy the
second.
steal. And here comes Bruce Benedict. And that could be trouble for Lascano in right field. He's a real good defensive outfielder, though. He makes the play. That kind of gives you an idea
No runs, no hits.
of his range right there. If he's a 5 in the range, he makes that play.
Bottom of the second.
Braves still hitless. We go to the top of the third now. Or sorry, bottom of the second. Luis Salazar, who went 3 for 4 yesterday. He hit 242 for the real season, 8 home runs. So he had his big day yesterday. Let's hope he comes back to earth here. The dice were kind to him yesterday. They were kind. He strikes out here. The dice get their
1 out,
revenge.
bases empty.
And here's Broderick Perkins, who went hitless yesterday. He pops at the third base.
2 outs, bases empty.
And here's the pitcher, John Montefusco. I looked at the pitcher's hitting stats. 086 in the year, did not go deep. I would like to see who went deep. We should be an easy out here for Bob Walk. And he is. So there we are. We're through 2. It's 1-0 Padres.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the third.
And here comes Rafael Ramirez, who was 1 for 5 yesterday. He triples the center field. So a leadoff triple for Ramirez.
No
And
outs,
now
man
up
on
comes the
third.
pitcher, Bob Walk. I would normally sacrifice bunt with him, but now we're going to hope he makes contact and gets a little run in here. He hit 196 on the season with no homers and 6 RBIs. Put the ball in play, Bobby. And he does. Not only does he put the ball in play, he singles. So it's 1-1, as they say. Bob Walk
The defense is
helps
playing in
his
the
own
corners.
cause. And here comes Brett Butler. 0 for 1 today, and he pops out to Bonilla. Not a productive out.
1 out, man on first.
Here comes Hubbard. Bob Walk not fast on the base paths. Ground ball Bonilla. They force at second. Could be a double play. Can Glenn Hubbard beat it out? Can he beat it out? He does. So that's pretty big right there with Washington coming up, who's got a great stick.
2 outs, man on first.
So 2 outs for Claudel. He's 0 for 1 today. Ground ball to first. And Perkins makes the play. But the Braves get 1.
1 run, 2 hits,
And we
one
are
left
tied
on.
at 1. As the Braves try to get this 13-game win streak. They are 1-0. Game 2 of the season. Trying to match history. Get it done. Top of the order for the Padres. Gene Richards is up. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to Chambliss. And Chambliss is money down there at first base. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Juan Bonilla. An infield single for Bonilla. His first hit of the season.
1 out, man on first.
And I'll bring up Templeton here. We could have some issues here. It could be a wild pitch. Could be a balk. And it's a wild pitch. It gets past Benedict, and Bonilla moves up 90 feet.
1 out, man on second.
And now Templeton's up with a guy in scoring position. Templeton is 1 for 1 in the day. He's 4 for 6 in the season. He has been a pain in my ass. And he lines out to Murphy. So 2 gone, a break
2
there.
outs, man on second.
A hard line drive that Murphy snags. Here's Rupert Jones. Rupert's 1 for 1 on the day. 2 for 5 in the season. Ground ball to Chambliss. Close play at first right here. Will the umpire make the right call? Will he make the right call? Makes the right call. Good job, Blue.
No runs. One
And
hit,
we're through
and one
3.
left on.
Tied at 1 as the
Top of the
Braves'
fourth.
13-game win streak we're hoping to achieve is still alive. They're 1-0, and they're tied here in Game 2. We still have some hope. How long can we get there? How long will it take? Will it end tonight? Will it end tonight? It may end tonight. Here's Horner. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's working the count. He's working the count. Montefusco with exceptional control is not going to walk him here. So
No outs. Bases empty.
Bob Horner wants the free 90. He's not going to get it, I don't think. He pops out to Templeton, and there's one away. And here comes Murph.
One out. Bases empty.
Murphy walked his first time up and stole second base and came home to score. No, actually, he did not score. Ramirez scored. He did not score. He was left stranded at second base. And he strikes out here, so Murphy goes down.
2 outs.
2
Bases
gone
empty.
for Chris Chambliss, who struck out his first time up. And he flies out to Loscano. So the
And
Braves
just like
go
that, the
quiet.
inning's over. Bottom of the fourth.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning now. Sixto Loscano. Good ball player. He singled, RBI single, his first time up to give the Padres the lead. Ground ball to Ramirez. Ramirez guns him out. 1 away.
1 out. Bases
Here
empty.
comes Kennedy. Terry Kennedy, an underrated catcher back in the 80s. He's 0 for 1. He homered yesterday. And the ground ball to Horner. And Horner gets it. That is not automatic with Bob Horner at
2
third
outs.
base.
Bases empty.
2 gone. And here is Luis Salazar, who struck out his first time up. He's been red hot to start this season. And he pops out to Hubbard. And the Padres
And
go
just like that,
quietly.
the inning's over.
We go to the top of the 5th.
Top of the fifth.
It's Braves 1, Padres 1. The West Coast at Jack Murphy Stadium. Let me take a sip of my water. PC Replay Baseball. You can't get better than this. So much fun to play. Here is Bruce Benedict. Lead things off. And he singles. So the bottom of the order of the Braves getting it done. Ramirez tripled his last time up. The leadoff inning and scored. And here Benedict singles. So here's Ramirez up now with tripled his last time up.
In at the corners.
The corners are in. Ground ball third base. This could be 2. It will not be 2. They get the force.
1 out. Man on first.
So 1 out for Walk.
In at the corners.
Walk singled his last time with an RBI single. We're gonna lay a bunt down here though. We're gonna get the bunt down, get Ramirez over, and see if Brett Butler can drive him in.
He's gonna lay
I like
down
to
a
bunt
bunt.
my pitchers. Small ball. He does the job. So Bob Walk does his job. Does his job. Do your job. That's what Bill Belichick says. Do your
2
job.
outs,
He did his
man
job.
on second.
2 outs, and here comes Brett Butler. Butler hitting 125 in the young season, 1 for 8. He's due for a big hit right now. I can feel it. And Ramirez has got a really good speed, so a base hit should score the run. Ground ball to Perkins, and that's going to end the inning. So we do not get it done.
No runs.
Small ball does not work in this case.
Bottom of the
1-1, pitchers duel, bottom 5. And here comes Broderick Perkins. And he flies out to Butler. And here comes the pitcher, John Montefusco. He struck out his first time up. He's a horrible hitting pitcher. But we walk him. You do not want to walk pitchers. And he did.
Man on first.
And that could come back to bite us in the ass. Here is Gene Richards, who is 0 for 2. See if Walk can get out of this little jam here. He walks Richards now. So Bob Walk is walking guys.
1 out. Men on first and second.
How much did he walk guys in real life? Let's take a look at this. He had 59 base on balls to 84 strikeouts. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not great. We got some problems. Bonilla up. We got Templeton on deck, who's a pain in the ass. We need to get Bonilla hitting a little 6-4-3 right here. One away. Padres threaten. And Bonilla walks. So Bob Walk cannot find the effing strike zone.
1 out. Bases loaded.
Base loaded with 1 out. Here's Templeton right now. All kinds of speed. He's hitting .571 in the young season. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Walk is struggling here in the 5th inning. Ground ball to Horner. And a double play ball. Bob Horner turns 2, and that is no easy task. Gary Templeton can fly on the base pass. So that ball must have been hit like a rocket. And Bob Horner's defense, a little bit suspect, makes the play.
Top of the 6th.
So a huge escape act by Bob Walker right there. So 1-1, top 6. Here is Glenn Hubbard. And Hubbard singles to lead things off. That's always a good sign. Washington will come to the plate now with Horner on deck, Murphy in the hole. So that we're going through the heart of the Braves order right here. This could be their time. Washington, he's 0 for 2 today. And he flies up to Jones. So 1 down.
1 out. Men on first.
And here comes Horner with that big play last inning in the field. Let's see if he can take one deep here. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and he popped up. Oh, a rare play. A rare play. A rare play. Let's take a look what happens. A dribbler to the mound. The pitcher tries to retire a run of his choice. He's going to try to retire Bob Horner, which I don't blame him. Bob Horner is the slower of the two. Can he retire Bob Horner? He does retire Horner. So Horner is out. Hubbard moves up, though, to second base.
2 outs.
So 2 gone for Murphy. And here's Murphy, the MVP of 82. He's up to a slow start, 1 for 6. He walked in this game, stole a base, and struck out. Ground ball to Templeton. And he makes the play. So Murphy off to a tough start in this season, 82.
Bottom of the 6th.
Bottom 6, 1-1. Bob Walk will face Jones, Lascano, and Terry Kennedy. And a single lead things up for Jones. So Bob Walk is actually getting into the end of his pitching fatigue right now. That 2 right there, he can face 2 more batters. Now he may get a few bonus guys as well, but he's going to the end of his night right here. The question is, who do we go to? Other thing too is he is due up 4th next inning. I prefer to get him through this inning if I can. He walks Lascano right here, but he may not get through this inning. So strategy coming into play right here.
Men on first and second.
Here comes Kennedy. Kennedy homered yesterday. He's got pop. He hit 21 homers in the year. He's got 1 this year. So he can make this game change it real quick here. I don't have a lefty. If you ask me about a lefty in the bullpen, I don't really have a great lefty in the bullpen. I got Al Hrabowski. Not a great Al Hrabowski in the bullpen. Now, I could bring him in right here. And you may see him this inning just to work this thing, but I don't know. Do you bring him in right now? That's the question. Bob Walk is struggling. You got Terry Kennedy up. Do you bring the lefty in? You got nobody out, though. You want to get Hrabowski through the inning if you bring him in. He's my guy I bring in. I don't want to bring in. I can't bring in Bedrosian. He's starting in 3 days. I don't want to bring in Garber yet. I don't want to bring in Camp yet. You know, Camp is probably the guy I go to after Hrabowski after I pinch hit for him if he gets out of this. Then hope he can climb back in and use that. But and I got Joe Cowley as well in there too. Um, let's bring in Hrabowski right here. This could backfire. The Mad Hungarian is in the ball again. Let's go.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
He bunts it. Interesting. Interesting here. Okay, they get the batter, so he does a good job. The bunt works. Second, third, and then one out.
Men on second and third.
Here is Salazar up. What's Salazar doing in real life? So Perkins is on deck. Do I want to face Perkins with the bases loaded? Should I walk Salazar right here? Let's do it. I'm going to walk Salazar, set double play up, face Perkins, and the pitcher spot's up next.
One out, bases
And
loaded.
maybe they'll pinch hit for the pitcher and get time out of the ball game because Montefusco's been tough on me. That's how we'll do it. Hrabowski in there now, bases juiced, one out, facing Perkins. Ground ball to first base, and a double play to end the inning.
That's their second
So it
double
works
play turn today.
perfectly. And again, the Braves get out of a base loaded situation without giving up a run.
Top of the seventh.
This is why I love this game, by the way. It's fun. Like that shit could have blown up on me real quick. Okay, but it didn't, and that's why the game is so much fun. It's so much fun. Okay, how do you handle a bullpen? And when you're playing a season, when you're managing a team, like one team for the season, what's cool about it is that you have to kind of think about your bullpen for the whole year and how you want to use guys. Because right now they're, in terms of, how much you want to use them and how much, when they get tired and all those things too. So you're really trying to manage the long haul too. So now here's Chambliss. We really want to get that spot up, Hrabowski up. Let's see. Ground ball. They get Templeton. Templeton gets him. One down.
One out, bases empty.
Here's Benedict. He fouls out. So now we have a situation where Mira is up.
2 outs, bases empty.
I can throw an L out there in another inning, I guess. He's going to face a couple of lefties, so he won't be a bad decision, actually, to keep him in anyway. Ramirez strikes out. So the pitcher spot will lead off the next inning for me.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the seventh.
We go to the stretch. Montefusco out the pitcher. Will they keep him in the ballgame? They're going to pinch hit for him. So they pinch hit now. Dave Edwards. Who actually he pinch hit. He came in yesterday as a pinch runner, I think. 182 in the season for real life. So he'll face Hrabowski. So Montefusco out of the game. That's a good news. So here we go. Fly ball center field. Brett Butler looping drive center field. Can Butler track it down? He does. So Brett Butler makes a fine play in center field.
1 out, bases empty.
Now here comes Richards. Got another lefty up there. So I like Hrabowski in this spot right here. And a leaping catch by Hubbard. So 2 gone.
2 outs, bases empty.
And here's Juan Bonilla. And he singles the right field.
2 outs, men on first.
So here is Templeton. It's been a pain. Templeton, a switch hitter. He is 1 for 3 today. Hitting a big double play his last time up. And a strikeout there. So Al Hrabowski does a great job. Great job out of the bullpen. Pitched much better than his numbers.
1 left on. Top of the 8th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
So a new pitcher coming in, Luis De Leon. He pitched yesterday as well. He's a tough customer. 0.91 whip in real life. All right, who do we want to bring up here? Pinch hitting. Do I want to get a guy on base? Pop. You got Withington with 4 homers. Bip. Pocoroba. Weird ass name. 2 homers. Royster, 2 home runs. Linares, 2 home runs. I'm going to bring up Kenny Smith here. Get a guy on base. He pinch hit last night and got a big hit. I'm going to go to him again today. And he flies up to Lascano. 1 away.
1 out, base is empty.
And here is Butler. And pops up to Perkins.
2 outs, base is
So
empty.
2 gone. De Leon's tough, man. This pitcher's tough. Padres are a good little team. Hubbard, single center field. So Hubbard's on for
2
Claudel
outs, man
Washington.
on first.
Washington flies to deep right field.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 8th.
So bottom of the 8th. So at this point, I'm gonna go with Garber here. You know, I don't like how modern day managers kind of manage the bullpen. They always bring the closer in, and then ninth with a lead. You know, and forget about the closer. Garber happens to be the best relief pitcher we have. He happens to be the closer as well. I like using my best relief pitcher in situations where I need my best relief pitcher. And I'm not sure in the '80s they did it more like this too. But this is 2023. Okay, Gene Garber not coming to the game right now. They're like, oh no, the game's tied. We'll bring in Rick Camp. Let's bring in our guy. Let's bring in our guy and pitch him right now. This is the game you save him for. 1-1 game late. This is the guy you use him. I don't want to bring him in up 3 runs. I mean, I feel like that's wasting him. Yeah, I feel like you can find another guy to get out of the inning with a 3-run lead to win the game. You can find you can find Rip Camp to do that, or Joe Cowley to do that. I want Garber in the game when the game is tight and so forth. So we're bringing him in. So here he is, Rupert Jones leading things off. Garber pitched yesterday for me. He went 1 in the 3rd. Gave up 4. Actually, he struggled yesterday. He gave up 4 hits yesterday. Then I gave him a run. But if you watch that game, he did not have his best stuff. Let's hope he has his best stuff tonight. Ground ball in the Horner, 1 away.
1 out, base is empty.
Lascano up. 2 away.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here comes Kennedy bunt last time, which I was surprised. He's got the most power in the team. And he bunted. He strikes out there. So Garber looking sharp. Looking like the Gene Garber we all know and
He's
love.
aiming to score. 1,
1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the 9th inning.
Top of the 9th.
It'll be Horner, Murphy, and Chambliss. Let's get it done, boys. Let's get it done. Ground ball, 3rd base. 1 away. So we could be going to extra innings again tonight. We went extras
1 out,
last
base
night.
is empty.
We're headed that way again tonight. Here's Murphy. Rare play. Uh-oh. Rare play. Looping drive center field. You got home advantage right here. And Jones makes a fine running catch. So Rupert
2 outs,
Jones
base is empty.
tracks it down. So 2 gone. Here is Chambliss. And an infield single there. So Chambliss is on. And here comes
2
Benedict.
outs, man on first.
Possible wild pitch. But a good block there by
2
Kennedy.
outs, man on first.
So 2 gone. Benedict pops out to end the inning. So we got the bottom ninth inning, 1-1. Garber on the hill. The Padres can walk it off and end the dream of 13 in a row for the Braves. Or we could go extra innings. This will probably be Garber's last inning regardless. He's due up second next inning, and I'll pinch hit for him. So this is it for Garber. He strikes out Salazar. So Garber looking nasty tonight. Here comes Broderick Perkins. He goes down. So Garber
2 outs, bases empty.
looking really good. And now De Leon. Will they pinch hit for him?
The manager calls
They
for a
do.
pinch hitter.
That's a good sign there. Get another game. Here's Kurt Bavacqua. Tommy Lasorda loves Kurt Bavacqua. Go Google that on YouTube. Tommy Lasorda, Kurt Bavacqua. Google that and thank me later on. Bavacqua, real life, 252, no homers, 24 ribbies. First at bat of the season in the replay. Ground ball to Hubbard. And that's it. So Garber is perfect in his 2 innings.
They go down quietly.
And that'll be it for him.
This half inning. Top of the 10th.
We go to the top of the 10th. 3 baseball, second night in a row. We got Floyd Schiffer. I never heard of the dude. Never heard of the dude. Let's see. Look at Glen Cove, New York. Not far from where I'm from. A 1.35 whip. The Padres have a really good bullpen. Last night when they came in too, their whips are really good. 2.95 ERA. So their bullpen, they've got some deepness in the bullpen. Ramirez is up, then a pinch hitter, then Brett Butler. Top 10. Ramirez tripled back in the 3rd inning, led to a run. He scored a run. He strikes out here.
1 out, bases empty.
Let's see, who we go to here? Pinch hit wise. Let's go with Linares. When I go Wissingham, lefty, he's got 4 homers. He can hit one out. Or should I put a guy on base? You know what? We're going to go with Wisington. Larry Wisington. Because he can get a hold of one here. If there was nobody out, I may go ahead and put Linares in the ball game, pinch hit. But we may, our best chance may be a long ball here. We have not homered yet this season. They're not homered yesterday. This is game 2. We're due. We're due. The dice are due for us. I think he's going deep right here. I'm going to call it right now. He's going deep right here. Right here, right now. Always in strikeout. That was another thing. So 2 gone.
2 outs,
And here comes Butler. Ground ball to Bonilla. And he's gone. So we go to the bottom 10th inning right now.
They go down quietly.
I got to find a pitcher.
Bottom of the 10th.
Normally, I go to Bedrosian right now, but Bedrosian is in the starting stage. He's starting in 3 days. He's not really in the bullpen yet. Rick Camp pitched awful well yesterday. He got the save or the win yesterday. He got the win. Did he get the win or the save? He either got one. He finished the game up. I think he got the win. I can find out in 2 seconds. But or I can go Cowley. I'm gonna go with Joe Cowley. Let's bring in Joey C. Get him some work. He's also a long relief guy. Bring him in there. Here we go. So Cowley comes in the ball game. His first appearance in '82. Get his feet wet a little bit here. He'll face top of the order for the Padres: Richards, Bonilla, Templeton. Bottom 10, 1-1. When he walks, Richards to start things off. The leadoff guy, when he walks, scores like 145% of the time. That's what I hear. It's not good. And now he may steal too. That's the other problem too. Not good. Not good, Joe Cowley. He's not going to steal. He's going to hold.
No outs, man on first.
Let's give a little 6-4-3.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
He's going to bunt it. That's good. Good move. Good call. Good call, Dick Williams. I like that move. I'm proud of you. and that works. So now you got a guy, the winning run in scoring position with one out, with Temple and Rupert Jones
One
coming
out,
up. That's
man on
good.
second.
That's good. That's good. That's good baseball, Dick Williams. I tip my hat to you. I tip my hat to you. Will it work? We'll find out. But I tip my hat to you. Here's Templeton. He is 1 for 4, hitting 444 on the season. He's a pain in the ass, as I mentioned before. Uh-oh. A deep fly out to right field. Claudel Washington tracks it down. Richards goes to third base,
Two
which brings
outs
in
and
now
one
the
gone.
pass ball, the wild pitch, getting the ball again. And here's Rupert Jones. Jones has 2 hits tonight, hitting 375 for the season. Switch hitter. This is a good matchup for Rupert Jones. Can Joe Cowley find a way to get out of this jam right here? He does not. Base hit. The Padres walk it off. And they
And
win 2-1 in 10
game in
innings.
extra innings.
The Braves go to 1-1. They
Plus, your
cannot
replay
get to a
means
13
thanks
game
for
win
playing.
streak. So, which means for the channel, you will probably not see any more Braves games this year. I'm not saying, I shouldn't say that. You will see them maybe a few more times this year because I'm going to manage the Braves every off channel. For this project, I'm playing the Braves and the Red Sox. Um, so you'll see the Braves a few more. I shouldn't say that. You'll see the Braves a few more times. I'm gonna play some Braves. Braves are kind of fun to play in this on this thing too. So you'll see them. You may not see them for a few weeks though. In terms of the season, I do want to play the Dodgers on the channel when the Braves and the Dodgers play each other. When they play the Cardinals a little bit and play them then. So you'll see some of those games as well. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. The Braves with a tough one, 2-1. The 13 game streak is over. Let's kind of look at the box scores real quick. Floyd Schiffer gets the win. Joe Cowley the loss. Rupert Jones the MVP, 2-1. Let's go to the replay daily. Jim Beatty struck out 12 hitters. Rupert Jones, the play of the day. You saw the play of the day today, guys. Like, you guys saw the play of the day. You were here. You saw it. American League East is a tight race right there because no one's played. Basically, I don't know if it's the schedule or the rain, but Red Sox and Orioles play doubleheader on Saturday, um, Saturday, April 10th, or on Wednesday the 7th. Cardinals are 2-0. Giants are 2-0. Tony Armas leads all of baseball with 2 home runs. Strikeouts, Nolan Ryan's got 8. Floyd Bannister and Beatty with 12. For the Mariners are striking out guys. Good Lord. Both their starting pitchers striking out guys. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. We lose. Tomorrow's games. We'll preview. Playing is offline tomorrow. Tomorrow you've got we got the day off tomorrow. Braves have the day off tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and send these games right now. Red Sox aren't playing, Braves aren't playing. Twins win that one 4-2. Gary Ward goes deep, number 2 in the season. And look at this. The Angels club the A's. Don Baylor goes deep twice, and Reginald Martinez Jackson, his second homer in as many days. He loves playing for the Angels. Angels could be tough. 10 to, that's a great race, by the way, too. AL West 82, that's a great little race there. Cardinals and Houston, good matchup here. Juan Andujar versus Bob Nepper. And the Cardinals go to 3-0. Go to 3-0 in the season with a 4-3 win in 10 innings. New York and the Phillies. This is the Phillies' first game of the year, New York's first game of the year. And the Phillies win 10-5. Michael Jack Schmidt goes deep. Steve Carlton to win. And that one there, replay daily. What to say? What to say? What to say? Daryl Porter had a play today. Taking care of business. Hal McRae hitting 667. Reggie Jackson hitting 636 in the young season. As things are shaping up right there. Let's preview Friday's games. We preview. The Braves head on home for the home opener to face Don Sutton, who was in the radio booth for him for a long time. So the Astros come in facing Tommy Boggs. You've got, we'll go ahead and sim these games here, the ones for the Braves game. Jack Morris gets the win, 6-5. He doesn't get to actually win. The Tigers win, but Jack Morris is not in the decision. John Wackenfuss goes deep. Willie Mays Akins, Larry Herndon, go ball player, Parrish. Angels at the Twins. Let's see if Reggie Jackson goes off again. He's been on fire. Angels win 3-1. Mariners and A's. A's win that one. Blue Jays and Brewers. First game of the year for them. And the Brewers, the Brew Crew, look out. 6-0. Pete Vukovich goes 1-0. Mike Scott starting for the Mets. That's right. Before he was an Astro, came for the Mets. New York at Chicago. Fergie Jenkinson Hill from Wrigley Field. And the Cubbies win that one 6-3. Giants 2-0. Surprising the NL West early on. They go to 3-0. Joe Morgan homers. Jack Clark homers. Darrell Evans homers. Is that Reggie Smith? Homers. So Giants go to 3-0 and are the talk of the AL West. Padres and Dodgers. We just saw the Padres. The Dodgers are 0-2 and they're 0-3. The Padres are tough. Luis De Leon, he's a pain in the ass. Came out of the bullpen and got the win. Gary Lucas a save. Juan being the MVP. Padres are a good little team, man. I'll tell you what, they may be a thorn in people's sides in this NL West race. Montreal, Philadelphia. Steve Rogers against Larry Christensen, and the Phillies with a 2-0 in that one. So that's how the standings look. AL East looks a little bit strange. The Red Sox have not played a game yet. Angels are 3-1 in the West. Reggie Jackson doing some damage. You got the NL East, the Phillies and Cardinals both undefeated. NL West, the Giants are 3-0. Padres are 2-1. And the Braves 1-1 as they go home for the home opener. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out more games later on. We'll have more games up soon.